with stories that matter to you. This is Fox 6 News at 5.
To kick off, we're about 48 hours away from the Packers taking on the Seahawks. Why the green and gold say they're confident going into the game.
Well, we're ready for winter now. It's time.
And keeping our eyes to the sky as a major winter storm enters southeast Wisconsin.
We're going to start with a live look outside right now. Right now, all clear around here. It's not going to stay that way. Things will be messy, and it will be messy soon. Freezing rain, sleet, ice, and snow all be traveling here in a little while.
Throw the kitchen sink in and we got it all, right? We do have team coverage for you. We are tracking everything coming our way. We are live across the area with a look at how local communities are getting ready for this storm. But we have to start with our weather expert, Stephanie Barrichello in the Storm Center with the latest on this storm track.
Hi, Stephanie and Ben. It's going to get messy here shortly. We've got this precipitation moving in actually fairly quickly west of us. So Milwaukee's still dry. Many lakeshore communities still dry, but you can see it really creeping in here. And you can see this distinction between what type of precipitation we're dealing with. The white, the snow, the pink, the sleet, and the mix. And there is the chance that we still see some rain here towards the south, or even some drizzle filling in, light enough to not even show up on radar. Freezing is still expected to be an issue tonight for our southern counties. This is a big system here, even bringing severe weather to southern states. But in our area, round one is tonight, round two is tomorrow, round two is mainly snowfall. Tonight, again, is going to be that icing threat. So here are your bullet points, your forecast factors for tonight. Snow expected towards the north, mix including freezing again towards the south. I cannot stress that enough, especially later tonight. By tomorrow morning, northern counties who get the snow could pick up a few inches worth. That's not a full storm total, though. Those of us towards the south, up to a quarter, maybe even 3/10 of an inch of ice, not out of the question by tomorrow morning. We'll have a break then in precipitation, but snow fills back in tomorrow afternoon. A full storm total by Sunday morning, generally 6 to maybe even 12 inches. I will specify, though, who sees those highest totals coming up here in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Steph, we'll see you soon. It's a good idea to download the Fox 6 Storm Center app. Offers a powerful interactive radar. We've got severe weather alerts on there, and the Fox 6 weather experts will be updating the forecasts as often as necessary over the weekend.
This weekend's mix of rain, ice, and snow no doubt will create challenges for crews tasked with keeping the roads clear.
Our Casey Cronus is live near the interstate in Racine County, where preparations are well underway.
Hey, Ben and Steph. Well, salt trucks are full and crews here in Racine County are on standby, ready to hit the roads. Still, we're told it's difficult to predict exactly what this storm will bring.
The tricky part about this forecast is the fact that it's going to be a mixed bag of wind and rain and sleet and ice and snow.
A wintry mix is heading our way, but it's hard to say exactly where Mother Nature will send it.
We would expect that the conditions on the east side of the county could be very different than the west side of the county.
Julie Anderson, Racine County's Director of Public Works, says they're prepared to deploy salt trucks and plows as soon as rain turns to ice or snow starts falling.
Our salt supply is plentiful.
Clearing I-94 is their #1 priority. Still, she says monitoring the storm in real time is crucial.
What we don't want to do is we don't want to pre-treat roads and then have it rain and wash all the pre-treatment away.
Likewise, We Energies is facing challenges of its own.
There's still some uncertainty. We don't know where the hardest hit areas are going to be.
Crews will be on call to restore power and take care of downed lines if necessary.
If you do come across a downed power line, just make sure you stay at least 25 feet away and give us a call.
With projected totals stacking up, you're encouraged to keep gas meters clear of snow and ice.
Heavy snow can cause stress on the equipment, can damage it.
But no matter where the storm hits hardest, officials urge you to stay alert and be prepared. If you're traveling this weekend, drivers are encouraged to give plows and salt trucks extra space on the roads, as it will be much more difficult for them to bring those heavy trucks to a stop due to all that ice. Reporting live in Racine County, Casey Cronus, Fox 6 News.
It's all going to look so different very soon. Casey, thank you.
Milwaukee city officials with a reminder about winter parking regulations ahead of this big snowstorm and how the city is prepping to clear those streets. Christina Van Zelst joins us live at the Department of Public Works with some of those reminders that all of us need to keep in mind if we live within city limits.
That's right. Well, DPW has been planning for a storm like this one all year long, but since it's been pretty mild the last couple of weeks, city officials are reminding people what to keep in mind during a storm. Now, during a press conference today, Milwaukee city officials reminded people to follow the winter parking rules and alternate side street parking. DPW says citations have increased this year, starting at a $50 fine, and after a third citation, you could be towed. If you have to go outside in the storm, Mayor Barrett says watch your speed, put the phone down, and allow yourself more time. Crews have been prepping for the snow all week, covering the streets with salt brine. 350 pieces of equipment are ready to go, and DPW says they're ready. Now it's just about waiting out the storm. Mayor Barrett recommends getting alerts so you can stay up to date.
Sign up for the texting, sign up for these alerts so that you can know what the rules are. Again, we do not want to play gotcha or getcha with these rules, but we want to make sure we're doing everything we can so that we can clear the streets.
The mayor reminds people if you don't have to go outside tomorrow, stay inside. DPW says they'll have a better idea of whether or not to declare a snow emergency tomorrow morning. Reporting live in Milwaukee, Christina Van Zelst, Fox 6 News.
Christina, thank you. We streamed all of the city's news conference on the storm preparations on fox6now.com as well as the Fox 6 News app. You'll find the post on our homepage.
Now to Waukesha County, where efforts to tackle this snowstorm started hours ago.
Fox 6's Brett Lemoyne joins us live at the County Public Works Division of Highway Operations with the huge job ahead for workers.
Yeah, and the message here in Waukesha County very similar to the one we just heard in Milwaukee County. Stay off of the roads tomorrow unless you absolutely have to be out. It is pretty quiet right here at DPW at the moment. The operators are at home resting, but they will be back here very soon. Waukesha County making sure it is ahead of this one. It's a steady flow of trucks Friday afternoon, all getting ready for the big storm.
We're ready for winter now. It's time.
If Waukesha County Highway Operations Manager Bob Rochelle sounds confident, he should be. His crew is busy filling with salt and sand hours before a single flake falls.
We maintain approximately a couple thousand miles of roads. We'll have 53 trucks out there.
That's the entire county fleet mobilized ahead of a big winter weekend.
Originally, there's about 10,000 ton in here.
There's no shortage of salt. It's packed to the rafters in the dome. Across the lot, another 6,000 tons is waiting for pickup.
It'll take our trucks to fill, take about 250 tons of salt to fill all 53 trucks to ready for a storm.
Crews will not anti-ice roads in advance of the storm. Rain will just wash away and dilute it before it turns to ice. Looking at the storm strictly by numbers, Rochelle says this is going to be a big one. In addition to the full crew of 53 trucks, they'll also burn through 8,000 gallons of diesel fuel in 24 hours. And in a collective 8-hour shift, the county will spend $50,000 in labor, equipment, and fuel costs. In return, workers have just one simple request for you.
The more space you can give us, the safer everybody's going to be.
And that's some good advice. If you do find yourself out on the roads tomorrow, just give those plows plenty of space. One interesting factoid we came across while we were here at the county DPW, they say they've actually responded to 7 different snow operations since that big spooky snowstorm that we had way back on Halloween. Reporting live in Waukesha, Brett Lemoyne, Fox 6 News.
I think this one will be scarier, though. All right, Brett, thanks. Our Fox 6 weather experts are watching this weekend's winter storm closely. Fox 6 weekend wake-up news will be going on early tomorrow morning. We're going to start at 6 a.m. We'll have live team coverage on the storm, including closings and all the snow totals.
The forecast is not slowing down the Packers as they get ready for the playoffs and the Seattle Seahawks.
Tim Van Voren joins us live in Green Bay. He's been there all week. Kind of your last chance to talk to the team before this game. How are they feeling?
Pretty good, I think, guys. Yeah, in there, the locker room today, as you said, we've been here all week. Guess what? The Packers have been kind of hanging out for a long time, too. Haven't played a football game. They say that's going to work to their advantage. And if you ask how they're feeling, well, I think you can see part of the good vibe on the practice field today. Out there, running backs Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams, kind of sprightly, hanging out, enjoying each other's company, enjoying the practice field. Not every team does that. Helps to win, of course, but those guys are out there. Again, we talk about the time off. It has been beneficial, and the pace has been okay this week, too. Nothing has seemed rushed.
Yeah, I wouldn't say noticeably different. I thought our guys were pretty intentional and had a pretty good focus throughout the course of the season.
Rest afforded us self-scout, and hopefully get us kind of hungry to get out there and play some football because we haven't played in a week, or that would be 2 weeks.
It's a playoff game at home. We haven't had one of those, in a while. Feels good to be back in the playoffs. There's not the same type of squad that we've had in years past that have a ton of playoff experience. We wanted one of these for a while. Division game at home, good opponent with the weather in our favor.
It all lines up in the pro column, right? If you're doing pros and cons, those are all in the pro column. And just to, how sometimes you see the players exchange jerseys with their old college teammates at the end of a game or something today. Well, Preston Smith was wearing Zadarius Smith's jersey at practice and vice versa. So the guys are kind of getting into things, loosen up a little bit, ready to play some football on Sunday night. Guys, back to you from the atrium.
I think they're just trying to confuse the Seattle media that's in town. All right, Tim, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Packers fans heading to the game on Sunday will find some unique artwork. Team USA Snow Sculpture, a group of 3 local artists, have been hard at work all week long creating an ice sculpture of the late Packers legend Bart Starr. 2 more sculptures will go up before Sunday's game. They are hard at work. One will be a large text saying, "Get Loud Lambeau," and the other will read, "The Pack is back."
They're going to have little hats on them now with all the snow.
They're going to need them.
You can watch the Packers and Seahawks divisional playoff game Sunday right here on Fox 6. Coverage starts with a Fox 6 Blitz news special. That's at 4:30. The game kicks off at 5:40. And then after the game, watch a special Fox 6 News at 9, live from Lambeau. Blake Martinez and Devontae Adams will join us for the show. Packers shuttle buses are a popular way to get to the game. Ahead at 5, while you could be out of luck if you're planning to take a last-minute trip this Sunday.
Also ahead, violent crimes are down in Milwaukee. How the police chief plans to keep those numbers falling into 2020.
Plus, an Applebee's parking lot turns into a crime scene overnight in Bayview. Details on the incident ending in gunfire.